Hello students, I welcome you all to your own channel Study Sheets. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic of grade 10, that is transport system in humans, where most of the students lose marks because they have not understood the concept properly. So in this entire video, I will try to tell you that what all points you need to remember from the examination point of view and what all things to remember. Believe me, it's really easy. So let's begin today's video. The transport system in humans can be divided into three different parts, that is blood, heart and blood vessels. Blood can be further divided into three different components, that is plasma, blood cells and platelets. The plasma is a pale yellow fluid which is in which our blood cells remain suspended, and it forms around 55% of the total volume. The main function of plasma is to transport CO2 and the nitrogenous waste. If you see blood cells, they are also known as corpuscles, and they form around 45% of the total volume of the blood. So there are two different kinds of corpuscles. One is RBC and the other one is WBC. RBC is known as red blood corpuscles and WBC is known as white blood corpuscles. The main function of RBC you know very well. It helps in transport oxygen. And which pigment of red blood cells or the blood is responsible for transporting oxygen to various cells of the body? Just answer my question in the comment box. Now, the second type of cells are known as white blood cells, which are also known as white blood corpuscles. And the main function of these corpuscles is to fight the foreign body which are entering from outside. The third component is platelets, which help in clotting of the blood. What happens actually due to any kind of injury where there is leakage of blood? The pressure gets low down, and because of that these platelets, these cells form a mesh-like structure or in that injury area and form a clot in order to in order to avoid that low pressure. Now let's see that what is the second part of transport system in humans, which you need to study in a little detail. What all are the parts of heart that I am going to explain you later. But briefly you can see that heart is what? Four-chambered. Heart कैसा है? Humans का four-chambered, right? But in the case of lower organisms, two-chambered or three-chambered heart is present. What are the reasons? Because they do not require an efficient supply of oxygen, as there are no specialized organs present. इसीलिए human heart में कैसा है? Four-chambered heart है, and this kind of heart also prevent the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated. Now, if you see the structure of heart is divided into atriums and ventricles. So, heart consists of two atria and two ventricles. And the size of the heart, what about the size of the heart? अगर आप अपनी मुट्ठी ऐसे बंद करोगे तो आपका जो हार्ट का साइज है वो आपकी मुट्ठी के बराबर है. हर एक इंसान का जो हार्ट का साइज है उसके मुट्ठी के साइज के बराबर है. Next, these two I will explain you while showing the diagram. Now let's move on to the blood vessels. There are three different kinds of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries are thick-walled, whereas veins are thin-walled. In arteries the blood flows at high pressure, whereas in veins the blood flows at low pressure. Arteries carry oxygenated blood to different parts of the body, whereas veins bring deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body. When arteries enter into an organ which is a part of an organ system, आर्टरी जा रही है, जाने के बाद क्या होता है? वो डिवाइड कर जाती है. वो जो फाइन जो ट्यूब्यूल्स बनती हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं? कैपिलरीज. Now let's see the structure of heart. What all parts are there with the help of a diagram. Heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood to the entire parts of the body. अब ये भी अगर स्ट्रक्चर हम ध्यान से देखेंगे, diagram which is drawn on the board, you can see that it is divided into two auricles and two ventricles. ये वाला पार्ट देखेंगे अगर, this is known as what? This is right atrium and this side is known as left atrium. इसके नीचे देखोगे तो यहाँ आपको मिलेगा left ventricle and there you can see right ventricle. So how many chambers are there? Four chambers are there. Right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. Right. In one part of the heart, the right part देखोगे खाली, there is a flow of deoxygenated, and in the complete left part there is a flow of oxygen. You see here in between, these are known as valves. यहाँ से auricle atrium से जब blood ventricle में जाता है, so these are protected by these valves. Valves का main function क्या है? That if the blood flows, तो auricle contract होने के बाद blood कहाँ आ जाता है? Ventricle में आ जाता है, right? So ये वापस से पीछे ना जाए, इसीलिए valves present होते हैं. Now here you see vena cava. This is the main vein which receives the blood from different parts of the body. From the lower vena cava receives blood from lower body, whereas the upper vena cava receives blood from inferior. We call it as inferior and superior vena. Inferior receives blood from lower part of the body, and superior get deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. राइट एट्रियम हो गया, राइट वेंट्रिकल हो गया. अभी ऑरिकल्स जो है, एक ऑरिकल ये राइट एट्रियम है एंड द अदर वन इज लेफ्ट एट्रियम. These both are separated by interauricular septum जो ये एरोटा पल्मोनरी आर्टरी के पीछे छुपा है. So I have not marked. So left atrium, right atrium, दोनों के बीच में एक सेपरेशन होता है which is known as interauricular septum. Whereas in case of ventricles, this is the right ventricle, this is the left ventricle. In between these two ventricles, you have a septum again, which is known as interventricular septum, in order to avoid the mixing of blood. Then there is one more septum which separates the auricle from the ventricle, and that is known as interauriculoventricular septum. Right? So this is the basic structure of the heart. Pulmonary artery है यहाँ, ये pulmonary vein. Up the very important thing which you need to remember here, that pulmonary vein, as you already know, that vein carries what? Deoxygenated blood. But this pulmonary vein carry oxygenated blood, where most of the students commit mistake. So watch this video till end. I will explain you through the diagram of the double circulation now that how it happens. For now, you need to remember pulmonary vein का मतलब क्या है? कि oxygenated blood लेके जाती है, right? And pulmonary artery क्या है? कि deoxygenated blood लेके जाती है. हमारी पूरी बॉडी में कोई यही एक ऐसी आर्टरी है जो deoxygenated blood लेके जाती है. Otherwise, rest all arteries carry oxygen. And this is the only vein which carry oxygen. Now let's see double circulation. Double circulation means that the blood is circulating twice through the heart. Now, from the body organs, the CO2 is taken up. CO2 rich blood is taken by the main vein, that is vena cava, and it takes the oxygenated blood to the right atrium. Then right atrium contracts and the blood reaches to right ventricle. From the right ventricle again contracts, and then it is reached to the lungs through pulmonary artery. As I told you that this is the only artery which carry deoxygenated blood. Now from here, from the lungs, the pulmonary vein takes oxygenated blood to the left atrium. Again the left atrium contracts, and then the blood reaches to the left ventricle. And from the left ventricle through the aorta, which is the main artery, the blood reaches to different body organs. So this is the entire process of double circulation. Now, why is double circulation required in human beings? Because humans have a complex body system, right? We have specialized organ systems which require an efficient supply of oxygen. And that is why we have four-chambered heart and double circulation of blood. Only thing which you need to remember here is in this entire topic where the children get confused that pulmonary artery carry deoxygenated blood and pulmonary vein carry oxygenated. I have explained the topic. I hope you liked it. Now it's your turn to ask. I have a question for you all. What is the correct route for blood flow in a human? First or second? Left auricle, left ventricle, lungs, right ventricle, and right atrium. Right atrium, right ventricle, lungs, left atrium, left ventricle. Please do answer in the comment box. If you liked the video and have understood the concept well, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next video.